All right, all right.
Good
Come on
morning.
in. Get ready, get ready. It's a beautiful Thursday morning. It's a beautiful day to be empowered. Wake on up and come on in. Tag somebody and tell them to get in here with you so that y'all can get empowered together because it's nothing better than sharing an experience where you can really talk about something that's going to stretch you, grow
Yeah,
you, take you to the next level of who you are becoming. Because we're not staying the same. What you did in 2025, baby, we're elevating in
that's
2026. We can't
that's
stay.
all behind you.
It's all
Everybody
behind
is
you.
behind you. What
And I
happened yesterday
guarantee
is
you,
even behind you.
exactly. I guarantee you, when you think about how they designed a car, the rear view mirror is much smaller than your windshield. That's because where you're looking requires a wider vision, a wider scope for you to look through than what was in your past, than what was behind you. It's a smaller thing. So you may check it from time to time, but your focus is forward, not
Yep.
backwards. So let's get that mindset in everything that we do. 2026, let's make it all about becoming better, moving
Yes.
forward, doing greatness, thinking bigger, manifesting
So
all of the
big.
good things.
Yes.
How are you
Manifestation.
this morning? Good to see you this morning, Miss Patricia. Good to see you as well. Shout out to our Instagram, Facebook, and IG communities. We appreciate y'all showing up for us all the time because I'm telling y'all, we could not do what we do without you. So
No,
thank
Not
we do.
without you. So it's
you.
it's
Indeed, do.
awesome.
It wouldn't even be
It's
the same. I'll be looking at Rubber Patton and Sparkle with the stank eye like,
the side eye.
the
The
side
side
eye like,
eye.
look, Rubber Patton
Yes.
just be laughing and falling out the chair. Me and Sparkle be like, where's she at? Where's she? Come on now.
Where she went to? But
What
I
you doing?
had to I have to slide this one in, and we're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. But yesterday I had to send Angela this picture because this lady was petroleum up, baby. That face was petroleum. She was making sure no cracks or nothing was getting in there.
Nothing.
She was greased up in that good petroleum. I said, Angela, I said, now that's petroleum.
Yes,
Baby, listen,
Lord.
the shine was, hey, listen, I was like, it was, you could see, it was like Jesus was behind the girl because the light, her face was glowed up.
Look, let me
But
let
we're
me get
not gonna
rid of
play.
my shine
Girl,
because that's
no,
petroleum jelly. Let me get
no,
rid of my
no.
Oh,
Her shine was so on point. Like when that camera
baby.
hit it, it just sparkled away. Uh, but we have been on a good topic. I mean, I missed the first day back, but came back in and y'all was talking heavy about the becoming and how you have to become who God has called you to come. We have put no as a popularity. It's popular now to say no.
That's a good
Hey,
one. It's now popular to say no.
To
Don't
say
feel guilty
no.
about it.
normalize saying no.
Saying no.
Okay,
And
because
it
you
just
know what?
roll off your tongue like no.
Easily, freely. Because the thing about it is, sometimes we are held in bondage. Sometimes we don't say what we want to say because of fear of people pleasing, imposter syndromes. And so, going with the flow is not something that you want to do if it's against what God has told you. If it's
Oh,
against what is already inside of you. If somebody has you doing some things that is against what your beliefs are, or what your thoughts are, or what you stand for, then you gotta,
Yeah.
no should be easy. No
Yeah.
should be like, I'm not falling for the okey doke or the banana in the tailpipe, or any of that foolishness that you see and hear every single day on social media. And just because Google has it doesn't mean that it's right. Just because certain people report it doesn't mean it's the truth. You got
No.
to be able to discern things for yourself. You have to be able to dig in and do your research, but more even than that, develop a relationship with God so that you know the truth when you hear it. And you don't have to worry about what somebody else tells you, because you're going straight to the source. When you go straight to the source, then you already know anything else that's not aligned with that doesn't get my yes. You
Does
get
not give my yes.
you get the automatic no.
Yes. And before we jump into the next one, I love that we was letting everybody know, if they can't accept your no, if they can't accept your no, then don't come over here trying to accept my yes. If you can't accept my no, just like you accept my yes, my dear, we get ready to say
Look,
goodbye, because
and it's
you
okay.
can't accept where God is taking us, and God is taking us to higher levels. That's why it's so great that we are talking the first week of January. We are speaking on those pillars. We are speaking on those things that take you to the next level.
It's
So
all
what's the
about being
next one?
intentional. So I'm gonna recap
Yes.
real quick for the people who weren't here. So the 5 pillars of an intentional year, it was number one was intentional vision. You can't move forward without clarity. You got to ask yourself some questions and create a vision that you can follow, right? The next one was being intentional with your time. And that's where we came with, you know what? Everything I do has to be in alignment with my time. I can't just be doing anything, any taking advantage of any distractions, things of that nature. I got to protect my time, and that means that I can say no without being guilty. Because if it doesn't fit into what I need to be doing, that's on my calendar, that's profiting my growth, then I'm going to be able to say no. If it's worth, if it's is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? If it's worth my focus, and if it's not, the answer is no. Point blank. Period. Point blank. Period. The next one is being intentional with your voice. Now,
Woo!
I'm gonna say that one right there. Stop just talking just to be talking. You got to be
Mm.
intentional with what you say and make an impact. That's why the word no is so powerful, because that's being intentional with your voice. I don't have to give you an explanation. I don't have to do a tap dance, a song. I don't have to do any of those things. No is just no. And when I say it, you got to understand that that's in alignment with where I am right now. Maybe I'm no longer going out to the clubs. Maybe I'm going to um, start doing some things, to advance my education. And you may say, well, girl, you know what? You ain't got to do all that, this,
It
and the
don't
third.
take all that.
I need you to understand that my voice is going to be solid. It's going to be strong. I'm choosing conversations that elevate me, not drain me. Because there are some times when you talk to people and it drops in your spirit. As soon as you get on the phone and y'all start talking, you start saying,
Yes, ma'am.
your whole energy
Yeah,
shifts.
No,
it's
you
that.
just have to get
It's
on the
draining.
phone. You can see their name go across your thing, and then you
You
have to
see the text,
pause.
and
You
that's
have to
not being mean.
pause. You have to
That's not being
pause.
mean. That's being intentional about what you allow in your space,
Yes.
in your thoughts. Now, some days I may be good and I may be able to hear you out, but there are
Yeah,
other
but
days
some
when I
days I
know
can't.
I'm not in that. I'm not in that. I don't have the capacity for that. I am a person that wants, and this is really good. I have a bad habit that when I start something, once I make up my mind to finish, I will stay up for 24 hours doing it. Well, I had to learn to be disciplined in knowing when to stop. Look at the clock
Because that's
and say,
important.
okay, it's time to quit. And as much as I hate stopping, as much as it bothers me to stop, because I feel like I'm stopping in the middle of something. In order for me to operate fully and function the next day, I need that stopping point.
Yeah.
So it's important that we're intentional about it. Everything doesn't deserve your time. Everything
Nope.
It
does not
does
deserve
not.
your time.
It does
I
not.
think we
And I'm
think
gonna put
that
this
if
up here,
something
Reverend Pat,
happens,
from Noble. It says, he says, absolutely, I resonate with that for sure. Strike with intention and be the owner of your attention instead. At the bottom, it said attention span. We allow
Yes.
our attention to pop
To
like
go.
popcorn. It's all over the
Yes.
place. You can be doing work, and next thing you know, some pop on the TV, and you stop and you look, or you say, okay, I'm gonna scroll through social media, and then you go down a whole rabbit hole of looking at videos and reels, and you
And
looking and looking.
forgot
Next thing
all
you know,
about what he was doing.
you are all off course. We have the shortest attention spans of anybody. And I'm gonna tell you, because the world has designed it to be
Mm-hmm.
um entertainment. We were
Yeah.
talking about the other day, and just kind of just for the subject, not to dive deep into it, but the situation with Jamal Bryant's wife, Dr. Carrie Turner Bryant, and
Yes.
that
It,
has been on longer than it needs to be. But
that
our
was way
attention
back
has
in
been off.
2025. He wore that happened in 2025. We are in the 8th day of 2026 and still talking about it.
And still, but it's entertainment. And so Sparkle had mentioned that, Dr. Jamal said nobody talked about the $4 million that was raised. And I said they're not talking about it because that's not entertaining.
That's
The
yeah.
entertainment piece is to talk about the dress. The
And,
entertainment piece is to stay on that longer than it needs to, because it's a distraction from other things that we need to be focused on. That's not the focus.
and you
It
know what
shouldn't be
that
the
$4
focus.
million is doing for those schools?
A lot.
$4 million. How
Jamal,
many kids can have an opportunity to get an education, and we still talking about a dress?
and I understand things happen, and it's going to be topics of conversation. I'm bringing them back to time, the time that you spend on things. Say
Yes.
what you say and then move on. It's just like when you're driving down the road and you see an accident. If you focus on that accident longer than you need to, you might be the next one that's in an accident,
Yep.
because you have put too much time and allowed something to take and distract you from the focus you need to have. And
Yeah.
that's where this should go. What is taking your time? What is
What?
pulling you away, like Reverend Pat said? But it can also go in the exact extreme. You can be so into something that you don't make time for other things in your life. You can be so into what
mhm,
you're doing that the people calling like, baby, when we gonna eat? Oh, I'm gonna get to it in just a minute. Let me finish what I'm doing. And when I finish what I'm doing, it's 10:30. Like, boo, I'm
They're
trying.
like,
that ain't gonna never happen in my house. I can tell you that. But it doesn't happen at
but
dinner. Let me say, it does not happen when it comes to dinner. But my creative time is at night, when the house is quiet, when everybody's in the bed, when I can really focus on what I'm doing. That's just the way I'm creative. That's the way my mind works. Now, I had to learn that when my husband said, "What time are you coming up?" And I say, "Oh, I'll be up in a couple of minutes," but I'm not up until 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. That I have to be more disciplined about, because I'm in a zone. I'm a creative and I'm in a zone. And when those thoughts are coming, I'll get everything I need to get out of what I'm trying to do. I have to literally say, okay, let me stop right now. I'm looking at this clock and I said, I'll be up in about 30 minutes. And I've been down here for 2 hours. I got to cut this out. Not that it's gonna, I know my husband understands me. My everyone around me knows how I operate. I'm either early morning and late night. That's just the way I roll. But your time means, when Angela said be intentional about your time, I have to be just as intentional about my time as it relates to him. If he's comfortable, if he's taking my word that I'll be up in about 30 minutes, then I'm disrespecting
yeah.
him when I sit down here for 4 o'clock in the morning. So what I've learned how to do is, if I'm working on something, I say, well, I might be up a little late tonight because I have to finish this homework. I have to finish this test, whatever it is. And we feel like we have the right to how do I put this? We have
To
the
do our
right
time
to
however we want to
misuse
do it.
our time and disrespect our family and outside our family and our husbands, our spouses, whatever, because it's what I need to get done. But is it beneficial? Is it going to be beneficial when your spouse wakes up and says, well, you know, you never even got in bed? And
And it's
Sparkle
not
says
good for
something
your health as
yesterday.
well. Like
It's
being
No,
not.
intentional about your time. We're talking about living this long life, staying up because I want to get this done in the next 24 hours, and I'm gonna stay up 24 hours, and then I'm gonna run my body another 24 hours. That's the body needs rest. It needs the rest. So wasting your time is also making sure that you make the proper adjustments on everything, because we're saying that we don't want just one portion of our life to be great. We're looking for every portion of our life to be
to be
great.
great.
And that
That's
means
good.
every part of our life has to be intentional. That's with time, with visions, with what we say, with
Whatever it
our
is.
nose, correcting. I normally say this all the time. Well, saying that, what has that gotten you? If it hasn't gained you by saying, then
Some
it's time
This
to
is a definition
unlearn
of
some
insanity.
things.
It's the
Yeah.
definition of insanity. You keep doing the same thing over and over again,
And over
expecting a
again.
different result. And we
Yes.
have to start being intentional about our time. And it says there's two things that kind of would tell you about what's important to you. How you use your time and what's in your bank account. What you use it on. If all you spend your money on is food, food is really important to you. If you spend money I say the shaking booty clubs, but if y'all go to the strip clubs and that's where you see all your money going, that is exactly what's important to you. If on your calendar you schedule a whole bunch of, concerts and things like that, and I'm not saying don't go and don't enjoy, but you've got to balance your time, protect what's creative, protect what's spiritual, and protect your rest time because all of
Yeah.
that is important. But you also got to protect the people that you love, time with them. Because the
Yep.
reality is, as much as we want to go hard for our businesses or, the things that matter to us, if the people in your life, you put them on hold because you're trying to rush so hard to get whatever it is you're trying to get, when they decide that, oh, okay, well, when I keep telling you when you come out to bed and you don't come to bed, then you know what? Don't ask me later
And the
on.
next
Because
time you go
I've
to that
moved on to
bed and that
something
bed
different.
empty,
That bed
I'm,
ain't that
I'm
bed better not ever be empty.
and that,
I know how I know how to adjust.
And you
but that
exactly because the
because
reality is, what if Sparkle said, Angela, you want to go with me somewhere, or let's go hang out, or let's spend some time together, let's do this, that, and a third, and I'm never available. How long? Sparkle ain't gonna wait forever. Next thing you know, she's gonna
Ain't
be
gonna
like, well,
keep
listen, I'm
asking.
done by myself. And I might say, hey, Sparkle, I'm available today. And she said, well, I'm not. I feel that time, that space, or the desire to hang out with you. I've replaced it with something else. How would you feel when the person that you put
exactly.
on hold starts not being available to make time for you? So
Oh,
you
you
gotta,
gonna kick and scream then.
oh,
Then
yeah,
that's
hot,
when like,
Thing
hot as
that
oh,
fish
you
grease.
ain't
Hot
changed
as
up.
fish
what's
grease, baby. Yes.
yes, what's wrong with you? Ain't nothing wrong with me.
Yes.
So
Nothing's wrong with me.
so
Like Tina said,
uh
nothing
nothing
changes if
changes if
nothing
nothing
changes.
changes.
And we
Yeah.
have
So
to be intentional about the time that we
And
have.
so
also
two
with that
things.
time, it's connected. We love our money. Like you were saying, you got to be intentional about the time so you can make the money, make the income, make the outcomes, make the results. Like all of it is like time is so crucial to us. We're not in heaven yet. We're not in that heaven where time, oh, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. It matters about time here. You have to
A
be
day is like
somewhere.
1,000 years.
Yes, like
Life is all
time
about balance.
also is being on time. If you tell somebody that you're gonna be there at 10 o'clock, and I know this is something I'm working on, this is why I can speak on it. If you're supposed to be at church at 10:45 and you always show up at 11:30 and you always have something to say about Oh, they just ain't doing. I just skipped that part because I don't want to hear all that, and I don't want to do this. And so you have scheduled your time to come in, but you don't know what blessings you could have been missing up here because you have decided I'm gonna figure out my own time. I'm not gonna respect because what I'm learning is when you tell somebody that you're gonna be there or you are supposed to be somewhere at a certain time and you're not there, that's disrespectful. That is disrespectful to not be there on the time. And I'm speaking to myself.
Yeah, you need to find you somebody like, because I can have somewhere I need to go speak, or we can have somewhere we're invited to. And my husband will say, "I need you." We leaving at about 11:15. Now we don't have to be there till 1, but we're leaving at about 11:15. And I'm like, does it take that long to get over there? No, we just don't. And I'm a time person. I don't like late. And now 11:15 hits. I'm ready. You still finishing up. Wait a minute, I thought we were leaving at 12:15. We're going to get there at least 15 to 20 minutes early. 15 to 20 minutes early. That is, I think that's it. That's just the thing with him to give you. I don't know if he's doing it because I'm a woman and he think I need a whole 2 hours to do something, but it's always going to be 2 hours ahead of time. If we have an event at the church, he's going to say, I need everybody to be there at 1 o'clock and it starts at 3 o'clock. And he means it. And he means what I wanted to say is, we have to be not only cognizant of the time that God wants us to be doing something, be very intentional about the time that God wants you to be still.
Absolutely. I was getting ready to say that.
Because
intentional about being calm.
Someone like me, it's really difficult to be still, to do nothing, because you feel like I'm not doing anything. But I have to I have to remind myself, if it is a season of quietness, then I need to be quiet. If it's a season where he's saying, be still, if there's something I want to impart to you, there's something I need to share with you, I need to be still, because if I'm in movement, that's a distraction. The Holy Spirit can't work with me when I'm here and there and to and fro. So just like we're saying, be intentional 2026 about how you spend your time, be intentional about hearing the word, hearing the Spirit speak, be still. It's in our stillness, he can really bring clarity to the things that he wants to do in and through you. And there's two sides to that coin. And I struggle with that. I really have to get myself to really be still, because then the enemy starts telling me, you ain't getting nothing done today. That's the enemy.
Yeah.
And we have to quiet that voice, because we have to know when God wants us in a season of stillness.
Yes.
He says, I struggle with that. When me and my therapist laughs, he always says, Tina, just stop. And that's what God is saying.
Stop. And I said,
just stop. Angela, just stop.
Yep.
Pat, just stop. You stop.
And I'm gonna tell you this that's important with that. And this is one of the next pillars. Be intentional with your alignment, because it says that everything doesn't deserve access to you.
Yep.
When you understand that, then you can be still, because it says, does this align with the woman I'm becoming or the woman I used to be? Ooh. When you're in alignment, it creates peace. Yep. When you're in misalignment, it creates exhaustion.
Chaos.
That's why you can't be still, because you're not aligned. You're constantly ripping and running and doing and going and answering the phone and checking emails and responding to texts, and you're constantly going all the time. You can't be still because you're not in alignment. Because with alignment comes peace. With alignment comes calmness in your spirit, where you can be still and you're not overwhelmed by it. You're not saying, oh God, I got to be doing something. Oh God, I got to be. And now you're like an energizer bunny. That's not what we are. Our internal systems are They thrive on being calm. What Jesus said, peace be still. Stop worrying. Stop
Yeah.
stressing.
That
Stop
word.
overwhelming yourself. Peace be still. That was said for a reason because you can't be out here all over the place like a scatterbrain. Pull
Yeah.
yourself together because the woman that you're becoming, the man that you're becoming
Needs
requires
it.
you to operate from a place where you're not emotionally all over the place, like, oh, rah, 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 we're going to get them. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Or, oh, God, I got to do this and do this and do this. That's too much. Not
Yeah.
in this season. This season is requiring a calmer, more
Version
peaceful version of you.
of you.
Of
You're
And when you
so right.
understand that,
so
that's when
good.
you know you're in alignment. Because, like Cheryl said, it's for my own good. Trust
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
All over the place, it's not for your good.
Um, and I'm glad at 1:26 p.m. My y'all know not 1 a.m. but p.m. my alarm goes off, and that is I stop whatever I'm doing, whether I'm at work, whether I'm home. 1:26 is my time. I make that's intentional, and I stop to just calm myself down from the day, to give myself the peace, to get in alignment with God, so that I can still go out and be the best version of me. I have been doing this for months now, but ever since I have scheduled that at 1:26, it don't matter what I'm doing. God makes it in around 1:25. Like some kind of way I'm available regardless at
Mm-hmm.
1:26. Why? Because I have made that an intentional about my meet up with him at 1:26, because I have made that intentional. He like, oh, she's in alignment at 1:26. 1:25 you can have her, but at 1:26 she is all mine. So
Come on, Cheryl.
if you're looking for some type of way to reschedule, the same way you set an alarm to get up, set an alarm to stop. Because
Set an
getting up,
alarm to stop. We need to put that in the
set that
chat. Set
alarm
an
to
alarm
stop.
to
An
stop.
alarm to stop.
Ours
That's
is 12
powerful.
o'clock.
Really.
Our church is 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. It's 12
Whatever,
o'clock.
but you're intentional about that 12 o'clock. That 12
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
o'clock. And sometimes if it'll try to pull every once in a while, something to try to come pull you. And you have to say no. That's when you say no again. No.
Tina said hers is
No.
at noon too. And you know what's so funny is that that is in alignment with the fifth pillar, being intentional with your action. You move with strategy, not urgency. Intentional actions means sometimes it means fewer goals. It may mean a deeper
Mm-hmm.
focus, a consistent small move over chaotic big ones, but you have to choose excellence over perfection.
Oh.
And when you
Mm.
set that time, now you can actually devote a streamlined focus into inside you, because
Mm-hmm.
everything that God gave you is inside of you. If you look
Mm-hmm.
inward instead of
Mm-hmm.
outward for all the stimulation, we're always looking for something to entertain us and excite us and spark us and inspire us and motivate us. But if God is inside you, then all you need to do is be intentional about that action of setting some time aside to
Mm-hmm.
really be still, focus, and make it consistent. And when you do that, when you calm down, because y'all know how we think about little kids and they run around, you just like, what's the first thing you say? Calm down.
Yep. Yep.
All
Calm
Calm
day, every
down.
day.
down. You
Calm
better
yourself.
figure
Be
out.
your own mama or daddy this weekend. Calm your own self down.
Yep. Because I do
But you
the
calm
tapping
somebody
for
else.
myself.
Calm yourself down.
Yep. I do the
You need,
tapping. Like when you get chaos, I tap myself to remind myself, girl, calm down.
Calm
Calm
down.
down. Like you gotta figure out what works for you. Some people count backwards. Some people do the alphabet. But you have to intentionally insert something in your life that it knows when I do like this, it knows, ooh, I ain't went too far. Like blood pressure, because I don't want to die for people. I don't want to go
Thank
to the
you.
grave early for people, because people have worked my nerves and got my blood pressure all up, and I'm having a heart attack because my heart is beating all
Girl,
out of
that vein in your head is popping, girl, and you're gonna blow
Look,
and had an aneurysm. You don't
look.
know how people can push you too far, and you allow it because you like
yeah.
you ain't on 10 any longer, baby. You done went to 25, and
Yes,
your body is
because
1,000,
I can
a
go from
1,000.
1,000.
zero, because I know me. I can go from zero. I can go from a 5 to a 25. So if you know that's who you are, then what have you inserted in your life to make sure that you don't go crazy on these people?
Look, Papa talking about.
Just that I breathe and blink real hard.
I got all of y'all beat. I exit the situation. I go to the garage. Let me just go.
Yeah, you
Let me
found
remove
that's
myself.
your running place.
I'm
Like
out.
we
Let
have
me remove
others.
myself from the situation. And sometimes the honesty is that's a sign of maturity when you can check your own self. When you can recognize that I'm about to blow it. And before I do that, before I say something that I will regret, before I do something that I will regret, then I need to learn either count to 10, take 3 deep
Breathe
breaths,
in,
step
out.
on that. Look, just walk away. Because sometimes you might be like, look,
Walking away is
you
great.
walk away.
Some
Let
people
me
call
give
it
me a
running.
minute.
Call it whatever you want to call it. Whatever.
Yes. Don't be offended if it benefits you because the reality is you want to make sure that you are here. And a lot of times we put ourselves, stress will kill you.
It will
Let's
kill.
just be honest. Stress will kill you.
And
And
you're
a lot of
hearing more
times
and more about heart attacks out of nowhere. Like you're
in young
hearing that
people, in younger people,
young, they collapsed and had a heart attack and died instantly. Uh, uh, no. I want
because your
to
heart
go.
is tired of you. Your heart is
Because your
tired of you.
look, your heart. What'd you say, Angela? Your heart is tired of you.
Your
It's
heart
sick
is
of you.
saying, you know what? You have put me in too many situations too many times, and I'm out. I'm exhausted. We're out of here. Sorry.
That's not funny. That's not
It's
funny,
not
but that's
funny,
true.
but at the end of the
It's
day,
It's
this is
so
true.
the
true.
reality of we got to make sure that we take care of the one temple that we have. Cheryl said, me too. When I get quiet, look out. When I walk away, do not follow me
Follow.
for your own good.
Yes, because let me tell you what.
Cheryl, tell
When
them
my
why,
grandma,
Cheryl.
when my grandmother passed away, Alicia had gotten upset and she took off running. And they said, "Are you gonna go after?" I said, I ain't going after her. Like she'll come back. She'll return. I
When
am
she gets
not.
tired, she'll stop. When she gets tired, she will stop. As Marie says, I know I go from 0 to 100. So I remove myself or I keep quiet because I can never leave my peace and body, giving them enough power to see that turn up or give them the motivation to think they got over or ruffled my feathers. And that's the
Yes,
Exactly.
ma'am.
That
because
part right
when
there.
people know they
That's
can
Ooh,
true.
push
don't
your
let
buttons,
people.
they push it. People know when they see the reaction that they want, they put what they say, foot on neck season, they will put their foot on your neck and they
They
will push
they
it.
gone. Let me tell y'all, Trish, in my head, S. Marie, I don't even go 0 to 100. I'm just 0 to 1,000, just period. Because in my mind, in my head, my alter Trish will give me an instant play by play of what I'm about to do. Instantly.
Yes.
She's got it all logged out. She got it typed out. She's got it.
Know
I
how you
mean,
can get away with it.
adjectives, nouns, pronouns, adverbs, all of that. That's why I have to exit because at this point, I don't
Church
even
is about
know,
to
I'm
show
out.
out, baby.
I'm out. I
Because it
don't.
won't be good for nobody. And hers
Nobody.
does not look good with my skin tone.
The only thing that keeps me. That's the only thing that
Yes.
keeps me. I don't want
Sharon
to
had
trust
said
nobody.
earlier. Okay,
Let me tell you, know yourself, know your
No,
triggers,
you.
know your
and you
We need to
can't
boundaries.
do
talk
that if
about
you're
that
not
one day.
spending no time with if you're not stopping to spend time with yourself to get to know who you are, you don't even, you like triggers are real. They're real. They're live in person triggers. If you don't know what trigger, I have asthma. I cannot be around smoke. If I keep going to the smoke, knowing that I'm allergic to smoke, and I keep standing with him, oh, because I like him. I mean, I know he smoked all that cigarette, and he smoked, but so I just killed myself because I don't want to take control of what I know would trigger my asthma. That's insanity. Like, you gonna stand there.
We need to talk about, do you know yourself? Do you know yourself?
Do you really know you?
Do you
know yourself?
Triggers are real. They are so real. And you're right, Reverend Pat. Knowing yourself, and as at our big age, what they said, our big age, you have to know every trigger. Because prison, I love orange, but I don't want to be in nobody orange suit that they got me in every day.
Baby,
I like orange, but
where
it
requires 3 hots in a cot, baby. Look, if it requires 3 hots in a cot, I'm not trying. Orange is my favorite color, but I ain't trying to wear it for that.
Sleep. But put me on that cot, no.
I just had this convo with my hubby. I don't go many places anymore because anger is one letter short of danger. Anger is one letter short of danger. I don't put myself in dangerous situations that will provoke anger in Tina. Tina always close it out because it's time to go now. Get that in your shot now.
That's a
dangerous. The danger and
anger
then dangerous is angerish. Like, I'm angerish. Like, I'm getting ready to go off. I'm getting ready to snap. And you know, when you snap, you don't know what really happened. You have no idea what really went down.
Cheryl, no
accessories to match that orange jumpsuit.
Exactly. I can't put my sparkles on. No. You want to have me with the braids going to the back? No.
Yeah, no. Hey, it's
Cheryl, wide awake this morning. Let me tell y'all something. It is so beautiful to see Cheryl up because Cheryl is suffering from a brain injury. And when she's up to join us, she's up for us. And sometimes she feels good enough to stay up for me following. But then she literally has to take about a 3 or 4 hour rest before she gets her day started. So it's an honor when I see her pop up at 6 a.m.
But her comeback is not saying brain injury. Like,
but it's my twin. She's my twin. She'll tell y'all why. She my twin. That's real bad, Junior.
Yes. We thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate you giving the time. And let me just go back one more time for the people in the back who hard-headed and don't understand. Tina said, just had this convo with her hubby. I don't go many places anymore because anger is one letter short of danger. I don't put myself in dangerous situations that will provoke anger in me because, like Cheryl said, you can't wear accessories with your orange jumpsuit in jail.
With that orange jumpsuit. No.
Cheryl said y'all got the same birthday run past, so that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. We're born on the same day. That's why you do.
Yes.
That's why she know Trish intimately, huh?
Yes. But it's been good. Let's go and look.
I gotta go.
Be respectful of the time. Look, Miss Phyllis said, "Be respectful of the time," as you said.
Yes. My pleasure. Okay. Yes. I believe God. Okay, Reverend Pat, you coming right behind them to give them some more. Right behind. And guess what? We coming back tomorrow. And tomorrow, this week has went by so fast. Tomorrow is Friday. It's Zoom. What I'm telling you, what the world is not doing is waiting on you. Because the way these days are flowing. So we'll be back tomorrow to close it on out. Have a blessed day. Don't let, like Tina said, don't let that D let that D attach to that anger, because we don't got time for that because we're not wearing no orange suits. I believe God. Do you believe God? We believe
We
God. We
believe God.
believe
We
God.
believe
We
God.
will.
We believe God. Do you believe God? See y'all tomorrow. God is good.